Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's episode of Spilling the Tea. All tea.
No shade.
None whatsoever.
Boom. Alright, so tonight's topic. I think it was a unanimous decision amongst the cast and online.
Some of our viewers.
And we want to say thank you to our viewers because you guys have been phenomenal and just awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
We love you. Please keep coming into us. Let us know what you think. Leave us little quotes. All your thoughts. We love to hear it. We will reply back.
And we're going to have some guest spots here soon, too.
Yes. So if you want to be a guest, hit us up.
We got a couple of people who are interested in doing some spots, and we haven't been able to get our schedules together with the working, but now that Christmas and Thanksgiving is around the corner, our schedule's been able to open up more.
Yes.
So look for some more fun topics coming up pretty soon.
Yes.
So.
And if you have something that you want us to talk about.
Besides politics.
We don't do politics.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Curtis.
And
we love you.
No
really
shady things. No shady things either. Keep the shade to a minimum.
Yeah.
But we will if you have something you want us to do. We'll talk about it. No. We'll consider talking about it. Keep it real. No. We'll talk about it. We will.
So, should I share tonight's topic?
Aaliyah!
It's Aaliyah, as you just heard. All right, so first things up. Okay, I'll go first. I'm a big Missy Elliott fan.
Ooh, yes.
So I was highly offended by Miss Wendy Williams to cast a skinny, light-skinned sister as Missy Elliott. What the hell are you doing, Wendy?
And now let's not forget, there's supposed to be two other people who have produced this movie with her. They haven't spoken up. I wonder why.
I don't blame you. I keep my name off that credit list too.
And also, from what I understand too, on Wendy Williams' show, who I don't watch. Don't like you, Wendy Williams. You know, for the big ass bully. I'm just gonna keeping it real.
Tell us how you really feel.
I don't like you.
Please.
I think that you're a big boob, how you doing type of chick that just doesn't know how to be nice to people without throwing shade every chance you get to get ratings. I don't appreciate it. And I'm just being honest. I think that when you did this movie, you weren't thinking about the trueness of the story.
No, exactly.
You didn't get permission from the family whatsoever. How are you going to shoot a movie?
They didn't even get the family's blessing.
That's what I'm saying. How are you going to shoot a movie with a bunch of family scenes without the blessing of the family? How do you know what really happened?
Exactly.
How true is that story? So, no music whatsoever from Aaliyah.
Okay, so let's talk about the music for a minute there. The music in this movie was so bad. I'm sorry. It would have been so much easier to have this chick lip sync instead of trying to use her real voice on songs that Aaliyah probably didn't even
lip syncing though on parts because
her
mouth was like almost a tenth of a second off. Yeah.
Well,
and that's not the magic of recording, and it's not the BS that is Comcast. No.
Well, when we talk about the singing though, she really couldn't sing too much because they didn't have any Aaliyah music.
That's my point. That is my main point.
Where was like the iconic songs like More Than a Woman,
One in a Million, Rock the Boat? Come on now.
Rock the boat, don't rock.
Rock the boat.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I had to do my little white boy dance.
Dance session there.
Sorry.
But seriously, when you think about doing a Lifetime movie of any kind, period, of iconic people, Aaliyah, Whitney, which Angela Bassett, honey, you are a phenomenal actress, but if you do a atrocity like Wendy Williams did, we're going to cut you down too, girl.
I love Whitney. So you better not fuck it up.
Boom.
Plain and simple.
So.
There's a lot of movies going to come out here soon that everybody's going to be really watching for this type of stuff that I was really disappointed. I'm a Aaliyah fan, and I was really disappointed they didn't do her justice. I'm sure that she could have tased anyone out there that did the movie on, and she would have had a taser and been tasing every one of y'all because it was just ridiculously done.
It was awful, and then nobody looked like anybody.
Taser, really?
It's my favorite thing.
All right.
You know, if I had a taser, I would tase a whole bunch of people in my.
You are not licensed to give electrocutions to people.
No,
okay?
It's just a small joke.
No.
That's all it is.
A small joke that has people like falling over the floor, looking all crippled and stuff. Like really?
No.
Look like Michael Jackson in Thriller.
Stop it.
Say something wrong. What'd you say?
Stop it.
What?
Oh, God.
Go ahead and shake for me. Go ahead. You can do it. I'm tasering you. No, it's not gonna work. I wish I had a real taser. You checking it.
I love it. So
we're just a tad bit crazy.
With that being said, Aaliyah movie and three thumbs down. Well, he give you a double. I'll give you a double too. Boom.
Lifetime, don't you ever make that mistake again. We love Lifetime movies. I'm a big fan.
Yeah. And especially since you know they had the casting done for. Be looking very soon. You'll have the Lifetime presents the Karen Cerritos story.
Yes. And Cameron Diaz, whatever her name is, will be playing my part. I don't even know who she is, but she'll be playing my part.
Hugh Jackman gonna play me.
What you mean you don't know who she is?
I can't say her name right now because I've been drinking.
She's been drinking.
Got a lot of Rock Creek orange juice here right now. You want to show them the bottle?
Oh yes. And my
grape.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, this is all water.
And what?
This is all water.
Yeah. So we don't always drink alcohol here.
Mine is full of gin. Full. No, it's not. It's water.
Sure.
Sorry, it's water.
So
I plead the fifth.
Since we're on the topic of music, which is on the topic of Aaliyah, we know there were several different things that happened through the course of her life. One of which she was married to R. Kelly. So, which brings to the topic of marriage.
Pedophile? What? I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Pedophile.
File? He's sick person.
I don't know why. Is it just sick of me to like automatically come to the question of all them sick little things that he did with them underage little girls in the videos and all that stuff that came out? I hope that she didn't go through that.
Did you really just go there?
Well,
yes. I mean, that's just where my mind naturally goes.
You're not.
I'm sorry.
Everybody else's mind went there too.
Yeah.
You know, let's just we're keeping 100%.
She just
you got a point. You got a point. I was just I was trying to avoid that little tidbit, but
as a woman, I can tell you that we naturally carry crushes on people who are older than us, who inspire us to do things, and who take us under their wing. We tend to attach ourselves to that man figure. And that's what Aaliyah did. And R. Kelly took advantage of that.
Oh, yes.
And that's how I feel. So she had a high crush. Once she got 21 or 22, he would have kicked her over for another young girl. I'm just saying.
Well, didn't he get engaged to the other girl, like, not even like 3 weeks after, though?
We're talking about R. Kelly.
That's what I'm saying.
How many other girls are you talking about? Because there's plenty.
No, like right after he was engaged with Aaliyah, and the parents were like, fuck no, that's not happening. Like, it wasn't even, okay, maybe it was like a couple months, but he was like engaged to another, it was a backup singer or dancer or something like that.
Child, I don't know. I didn't follow R. Kelly, and I still don't.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Unfortunately, I love his music.
I do too.
It's good. It's good music, but it's just wrong. We can't wait anyway. We can't. We don't like him because of what he's done, but we love his music, and this is the way it is.
So since we're saying that, how do we feel about the whole Chris Brown situation? I mean, because it's all in the same family. There is some type of abuse that these artists are carrying towards women. Do you think this is something that comes with the territory when they're just out there and they're not? And they feel
entertainment?
Right. They feel like they've reached a certain status and they get full of themselves and start doing craziness. I mean, personally, I think the situation with Chris Brown was something a little bit deeper than what is actually portrayed. And I think he's repentant for everything that he's done. But it still brings the issue of where do we have help for these stars, these entertainment people who are.
There isn't any. The reason why there isn't any is because of the simple fact that because they're in an entertainment center, they're never ever going to be, unless their mind is already in the right mindset. Where there's a lot of stars who don't go out there and are abusive or do drugs or alcoholics or whatever. They can keep on a straight path. You got the other ones, unfortunately, who have agents and people who are not so positive in their life, in their background, who keep them controlling ways of them keeping them in check is by continuing to put them in that position where they're available to them, the drugs, alcohol, the women, or what have you. Mm-hmm. And so they feel like they can act out because they've never been told no, or they have that God complex. I'm not getting in trouble. Well, Chris Brown, he's going to jail.
Well, I think there's a lot of different things. I mean, I'm a musician myself, and I do travel for different gigs, but I'm not in that scene.
Mm-hmm.
I do classical and gospel music. It's different. Um, but I think there's a certain amount of stress that comes under these people, and you have to, in today's society, even way back when, you still had to live up to a certain status. You had to live up to people's expectations of.
But you don't have to have all that extra though.
But it gets so overwhelming that you kind of, in the process, almost lose who you are.
Then you need to step back.
But then you also have the other side, whereas if I was your husband and this is day to day, oh, you calling cops on me, plain and simple, and it'll be on Fox 5 News, Channel 9 News.
But it should never get that far.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what it would be. With these people, they're famous. People don't want to ruin that reputation that they have built.
It's almost like a military.
It goes unreported, or the media says, "Oh no, we can't view this side." But just like the whole Cosby thing now coming up. I just saw something. I know some people are dead against it, but I do go to World Star Hip Hop. I do.
That's the trashiest damn website. I'm just gonna put that out. It's trashy as hell.
Shade. Anyhow.
Yes, I did throw some
no,
shade.
No, it's not shade.
Well.
It's honest.
Shade.
It's
no.
It's honest.
There are good
you wouldn't
things
have apologized though if you didn't think it was some type of bad stuff going on in that website.
I'm sorry.
No,
anytime
people's overall view of it is bad. But there are. I don't look at stuff like that. I don't look at stuff like that. I bypass it.
Yeah, but that's what you bypass. But you still have to admit that website. Come on.
Yes, it's on there. But anyhow.
So there wasn't shade.
Right.
Anyhow, so I was looking on there and I saw a video. Now, shut up.
No shade.
It was all tea.
Yes.
Bye, Felicia. Anyhow.
Oh no, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
My bestie called, said that to me last night. Don't think I didn't get that, Sakithia. I got that when you said.
I called you by name.
I got that when you said bye, Felicia. Oh, I got that. I got you, Felicia.
Okay, Felicia. Anyhow, so, I was on World Star and I saw this video about Bill Cosby and this white woman who said that he raped her and it's taken 30 years to get out in the public. And I'm just like, part of that is the media, that when things like that happen to somebody who's built this status, they're like, oh no, we don't want to ruin people's
No, she said she didn't think nobody would believe her. That's why she said that a lot of these people who don't say anything is because of who it is. Who's going to believe what they have to say? And even if they do, what are they really going to do against Bill Cosby of all people? Now, I'm not saying Bill Cosby is innocent, and I'm not saying he's guilty. I don't know. I wasn't there. But I do know that if it was my daughter was telling me that Bill Cosby did something to my child, I'm prosecuting. I'm going to do it to my fullest. I'm going to believe my child. Now, don't get me wrong. There are people out there who are out there to get his money, who are going to lie. This is where it messes up, and for the people who are telling the truth and the people who are not.
Right. This
is why it's so hard to get the court system to work for the people who are telling the truth about what's going on with them. And it's hard when you're in that limelight. It's really hard unless they have some type of proof or whatever. My thing is, as soon as it happens, say something.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Say something. What is wrong with you people? It just bothers me because they sit there. Well, it took me 30 years.
Well, and that's where for me,
she started this 30 years ago, though.
I would have never stopped.
The story,
exactly.
I don't think she has stopped. It's just that from her point of view, the media has said.
Then why did it start back up again? Because you had one guy who did he's a comedian that brought it back up, put it in his joke. This is how it came back to being put back to life again. It took one comedian. If that was the case, you have real people who have all these causes out there. All these famous people have all these causes out there. This is one of the causes they should be going for.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. I mean, I'm sorry. Especially if you have been introduced to that type of life that's happened to you, and you're now somebody who maybe has some type of pull where you have some backing behind you where you can say, okay, well now I can talk about my story and this is what happened to me, so that other women who have been in my position can come out and say what they need to say.
And that's my thing. And since she wasn't doing that, it's not that I don't believe her.
Right.
It's more so, why now? Why are you now coming out and saying something? Is it really
because the comedian?
Exactly.
That's the only reason why.
Are you trying to solve what happened? No. You're just looking to get your name out there. And that's not to say that it didn't happen.
Right.
Actually, if it didn't happen, that would
shame on you. That's you and God. That's you and God.
Right. But if it did happen and you're waiting just until now because someone now brought it up again, what is your real angle? What's your true motive?
Right.
Because you're damaging not only his life and his career, you're damaging his family's life.
Well, you said you want I can answer that question for you.
Go for it.
You want to know what their motive is?
And
that's what it's all about. And getting that 15 minutes of fame. And
when that 15 minutes of fame is up, we're going to see you on Celebrity Rehab, sitting around a bunch of circle with a bunch of angry ass, old ass celebrities that's washed up. Something you're singing your shit coulda woulda. Something, well, he raped me. Okay, well, what are you doing to move on with your life? What
are you doing about it? If you're not going to do anything about it, then shut the hell up.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. That's the thing. If you're not going to do anything about it, then leave it alone. Just drop it and move on with your life. Get your stuff clear out of your system so you can feel better about what's going on with you and move on. Because life does not stop. It keeps going.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You only got one life, sweetie. Move on. Take care of it or move on.
Well, all right. It's been said.
Sorry.
All right.
Not really, I'm not really sorry. I'm being 100% honest. This is how I feel, and this is how a whole bunch of other people feel. You know, and if you don't agree with me, that's fine. You can tell me why you don't agree with me. I've never been raped. Okay, we can't go there. I can't lie.
That's a subject for another.
That's another time. I can't lie about certain things. I have never been a superstar who's been in that position, so I don't know how these people feel as far as me being what do you call it, rugged civilian against a superstar. I don't know what your pain is.
Have you noticed whenever somebody says against, especially a person that's rich, it's not that they want the person to go to rehab for what they did or mental evaluation.
They want their money.
They just want money.
That's it.
That's all.
They don't want them to go to jail. They want their money. That's what it comes down to.
And that's why that's what my thinking comes back to. Okay, if you want their money, was it consensual? Were you under the impression, if you sleep with him, he's going to give you a little something to keep you quiet?
Okay.
Or was he already doing that?
No. It also could be that status. Oh, I'm going to tote you around on my arm.
I hate to say this, but sometimes when you have stars in your eye as a younger person, you don't realize that what you're doing is wrong. And that's what happens to a lot of these young adults. They don't realize what's happening to them is wrong. They think that's what they have to do or supposed to do, or whatever, so they can move on. They don't realize they have choices. And that's the problem. So a lot of these girls who are coming forward, they realize they didn't have to go through that. So now they're angry about it. Okay, and plus their career didn't go nowhere. That's another reason why, another 15 minutes of fame, once again. So a lot of times when you're in that position, you don't realize that what you're doing is wrong. Or they shouldn't do it all. Because they're thinking this is what they need to do to get to the next level.
Okay.
Yeah, does that make sense?
It does make sense.
Even though what they're doing is completely wrong. They don't realize they don't have to go through it.
Well, and it's because they see something they want and they see that this may be their only avenue.
Yes.
And
then when they realize
that happens, I can see that happening. I can see that happening.
I think that's what a lot of this has happened with a lot of these stars is these people come to realize I didn't have to do all that. They feel violated. And that's when they decide, okay, I'm pressing charges because this wasn't right and he knew it wasn't right. He knew better or she knew better.
But the thing of it is, it's not that they knew better. It's more so you presented them with the opportunity, and they took you up on it. And it's unfortunate, but that's what it was.
But then you got the ones who were drugged. That's not cool.
Now that's a whole different level. That's a different ballgame altogether.
When it comes to drugs and alcohol and stuff, that's totally different. But when you knowingly smoke your weed, and snort your coke, you knowingly do it. Not hidden behind and put in a glass. When you knowingly do it, then you're taking that chance to whatever happens, happens. Mm-hmm. Because you know that if you're taking that stuff, anything is liable to happen. But now if you're putting a Mickey in my drink and I'm drinking and all of a sudden it's on and popping and I don't realize what the hell's going on and I wake up like, what the hell happened? Then I'm violated. Yep. And what happened was wrong. And that wasn't a choice. Right. There's a difference.
Well, just so y'all know out there, we are listening to you. Again, if you have anything that you want us to talk about, let us know. We will definitely discuss it ourselves. We may even pull you in. We may even ask you to come on the show.
We got 2 people who are going to come on our show for sure. We got Keith there. And we have Undine and Adonis. Right?
I'm hoping Adonis.
Adonis said he was going to come.
I'm hoping.
And that's a music talent, so you might get a little singing going on.
I'm going to put it out there.
He is my brother from another mother.
I want to make a CD. I have some things I want to do compared to Lil Wayne. What's that one big butt girl's name?
Iggy Azalea.
No, it's not Lil Kim. It's the other girl. Nicki Minaj. Yeah, Nicki Minaj. And so we got her. That wasn't shady. It's the truth. I did. I can't think right now. So there's a song I want to do called Hickory Dickory Dock. With that song, like they do it. I can do that. I can do
all right.
Hickory Dickory
so
Dock.
If you would like to be a guest on our show, hit us up on Spillin the Tea on Facebook, like our page. If you don't know, if you're not on Facebook, you definitely need to sign up. And it's facebook.com/Spillin the Tea.
And we are listening to you, as I said, so we are trying 2 cameras at once. So if you see us kind of looking down, no, we're not actually looking like we're dead or bored or anything. We're actually right 2 different cameras. So
we're trying to figure out which one works better. Because it's a lot of shadow visual. Right here.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't seen any ghosts today, have you?
No, but I did look up because your light did kind of like flicker a minute, and I was like, okay. What? Y'all saw that, right? Y'all saw that?
No,
right?
We didn't see that.
That's the one thing that I actually have 2 more guests coming. I forgot Aubrey and Christopher.
Yes.
Yes. They're going to come because we got some things to talk about. It's a little darker than normal, but they're pretty cool guys. Yes. When I say darker, it's about ghosts and
that's cool.
Well, so for our supernatural fans, we got some for you too.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, go ahead. No,
this is Karen signing off.
Patrick.
And it's Adam.
And you've been watching
Spillin the Tea.